All right, today's the day that we make this and this all garden beds. We're going to weed eat all this grass so that it's really low. Then we're gonna add cardboard to the spots where we need to, and then fill it up with some compost. Not the memory card running out of space. Well, he went and got me sunscreen, and he's going to get me a t-shirt because I'm so hot. Ugh. But we did get a good portion of this covered with some landscape fabric. And I've just got that little corner back there to finish, and then we'll get on to the cardboard for these areas. Before the cardboard is laid out, and this is after. It's not perfect, but it is good enough. And now it is time to cover this with the compost, which is the most gratifying part, seeing this become actually a bed. How are we out of compost now? Oh, we can't finish it. We have to go back and get more compost. So the compost is finally done. We had to go get another 30 bags, but it's completely laid out. All of the cardboard is covered. There's not really any grass to be seen. And we have plenty of space to grow, which I'm really excited about. And while we were at Home Depot getting compost, I actually got an early birthday present, which I am so excited about. I have wanted an emerald green Arborvitae hedge for a really, really long time, but I want to start with like nice sized trees, and that can be expensive. Well, we were at Home Depot and I saw these trees and I was like, this is such an amazing price. So I snagged these 5 emerald green Arborvitaes. They're in a 5-gallon container. I'd estimate they're about 4 to 4.5 feet tall. They look so healthy, so dense. Like, this is a nice start to a hedge. And like I said, you'll never believe the price. I was kind of shocked. Each one of these trees was $38.98, which I consider to be a really good deal for a tree that is this large and dense. And then I had a 15% off coupon, so basically one of these trees was almost free, which is insane to me. So yeah, I got this whole hedge for $175, tax and everything. The reason I want to do a hedge right here is because this is my neighbor's fence. They haven't fully finished landscaping their backyard yet. So from our kitchen window up there, we just look into like an unfinished landscape. And so I felt like a green screen would be prettier to look at. Plus it'll get that garden room feeling, which I really, really am trying to achieve more of in this garden. So yeah, I think that these will be really, really nice addition. So in order to get this area prepared for planting, I'm gonna lay down some landscape fabric with some landscape staples, and then we will measure out 1.5 feet in between them so that they will touch in the end and make a nice wall. I'm also gonna rearrange these because some of these are way thicker than others. Like this one is kind of thin, so I think move the thinner one right here and move the thicker one right here so that it'll kind of appear more mature, because you'll have really, really thick ones right here. And then the thin ones will be in the corner, kind of hidden away a little bit, which they'll catch up for sure. Yeah, so let's get the landscape fabric down, then we'll do some measuring, and then we'll get to planting. Let's hope I can get this done before the rain comes in. It really looks like it's gonna rain, and my weather app says I have a good hour and a half, so let's get to planting. First things first, now it's time to move these heavy trees. These trees are so heavy. I would think a 5-gallon container wouldn't seem that heavy, but these are really, really heavy. I'm not even gonna lie. Let's just kind of drag them. Okay, now the landscape fabric. I can't believe I've already gone through 500 landscape staples this season. I just figured out I'm covering up the drip line. Damn it. Let me untuck this and get the drip line out. Something in my shoe. I just need my snips so that we can cut this. Now we just have to secure down the front side, and this landscape fabric is done. We don't use landscape fabric everywhere. We just use it where I know I'm not gonna be planting underneath it, or I've run out of cardboard. Like in the field, I ran out just a little bit, and then over here I'm using it because I'll never plant anything here other than these trees. And now my arborvitaes won't have to compete with any grass as well. That's another reason I want to do landscape fabric right here. I want all this water to be going to these trees and not this lawn. Okay, so since we know that this is 16 feet, I'm gonna divide that by 2 to get 8 feet, which is gonna be the center, and that's where we'll place the center tree. And then all the other trees will be measured off of that center tree, if that makes sense. Eight feet is right. Oh my gosh, 8 feet is right here. Which is literally right where I was standing. Wow. Now that I have one in the center, I'm just going to place the other 2 off to the side and just kind of eyeball it, and then we'll measure them to kind of get them exactly the same space in between each one. Okay, I got these trees absolutely perfect. They're exactly 1 foot spacing apart with 1 foot spacing at each end, and they're 23 inches from the fence, which means that these will touch and be a nice dense wall. Now it's just time to cut the landscape fabric. I plan on literally just cutting around each hole since I have these measured and placed absolutely perfect, and then I can just aug straight into that. Also, I want to show you guys, I'm cutting these holes slightly bigger than the pots themselves to give the root balls plenty of space to get water. See what I mean? The pot ends right here, but my hole goes all the way over to here. The landscape fabric is cut out for all of the trees. Now it's time just to aug the holes. And we should know exactly where the trees are placed because the grass is pretty tall. So these trees left a little depression, which gives us like an X marks the spot for auging the hole. I'm gonna be using my 7-inch power planter auger and my DeWalt drill. I will leave these linked below like always. This is like my favorite garden tool, I'm not gonna lie. it, you may not want to wear Crocs. I always wear Crocs in the garden. These are like my garden shoes. That's why they're so stained up. But they have holes in them, so when you use an auger, all the dirt gets in your shoe. And in my last hole, there's a sprinkler line. I'm not even lying. I didn't hit it, I don't think. Really? I guess I'm just gonna have to go back a little bit and be super careful. All right, I hand dug that last one with a shovel. Let's go ahead and try to get this in there. Oh, yes. That hole is not big enough. No, it's just slightly not wide enough. Okay. Y'all, for real. My shovel just broke. Are you fucking kidding me? It's just not my day, but I have another shovel, so hopefully this one does the job. Just not deep enough for me. I want it to be just a little bit deeper, just slightly deeper. Oh, gotta lift this tree for a third time. That's better. I'll show you guys. I have it planted just slightly high because planted high, it won't die. That's what I do with my trees. Just plant it like 4 to 6 inches above the soil line. See, soil level. See, soil level is right here, and we'll mound it up to right there. Now, time to do it for the other 5 trees. Got them all in their holes and straightened. I think that that looks pretty damn good if I don't say so myself. I'm gonna go ahead and backfill with the native soil. If I need to, I'll use some compost because I have an extra couple bags from the last project. And then we'll top this off with some mulch. And then eventually I'll put a drip line in for them, but the water isn't on yet, so no need to do that yet. All planted up, and I have to say they look so good. I'm so excited. Now I just need to add the mulch and that's it. I only have 2 bags, which I don't think is gonna be enough, but at least it'll give it somewhat of a finished look. That's as good as it's gonna get for right now. Just squint because it definitely needs more mulch. Like, yeah. It's looking a little spotty, but it definitely is giving it at least somewhat of a finished appearance. And I'll definitely go get probably 3 more bags of mulch to really finish this up. I think that they look so good. And I was so afraid when I put them in the ground that they would seem small because they were gonna lose a foot of height. But no, they look really good. And I think in 2 years, they'll definitely be past the fence. So that's the goal. And here's the exact tag for them, just in case anyone is interested. I mean, they're just emerald green arborvitaes. Any of them will do. 12 to 15 feet tall and 2 to 3 feet wide, which is absolutely perfect for this space. They should make a nice evergreen wall. Yeah, like here's me and here's the trees. They're already up to my shoulder. So I would say that's at least 4.5 feet, which is a really, really good start. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Do you have any Arborvitae hedges? How have Arborvitaes done for you? They're kind of hit or miss in my area. I see some people have really pretty ones, and then some houses, it seems like they're constantly replacing them. I think that it has to do with irrigation. I'm like 99.9% sure people just don't water them enough here because we are in such a dry climate, and Arborvitaes really, really like water. But anyways, I'll see you guys around for whatever video I come up with for next time. Bye.